In third grade, students are learning how to write personal narratives. They're learning how to write narratives that develop real or imagined experiences or events, and they're learning how to use effective techniques and descriptive detail, and they're learning how to write a beginning, middle, and a clear end to their stories or to their narrative. One thing that we focused on was writing a good beginning, and that there are many ways to write an intriguing beginning for a personal narrative. And a good beginning is important. You want your reader to want to read more, so the first thing that they read is their beginning. So you want it to be effective. You want it to be great. So we learned how to describe the setting. We learned how to start with action. We also learned how to start with dialogue, to start with a question, or to use a combination of all of those techniques for our great beginning. Here are some examples. If you started with a question, here's an example. Have you ever been really scared? What's your idea of the perfect day? So those would be examples to start a story with a question. You can start by describing the setting for your personal narrative. It was a dark and stormy night. The wind was raging and the sky lit up with lightning. Another technique is to show action. The chicken had escaped. It squawked. It cackled. Then it ran into the living room, fluttering its wings in a rain of feathers. Another example is to use dialogue. "This is your last chance, Lily," the coach said. "If you're late again, I'll toss you off the team." Another example, finally, is to use a combination of all of those techniques, to use a combination of a question, dialogue, action, and setting, to combine those to make an intriguing beginning that's going to excite the reader. Have you ever been so scared your stomach hurt? 2 years ago, on a beautiful summer's day, my dog and I were relaxing on our porch. Suddenly, my dog leapt down off our porch stairs and sprinted across the street without her leash. "Patch, Patch, look out for the car," I screeched as he ran without looking, or she ran without looking. So all of those are examples of writing a great beginning. Those are techniques that the students learn to use. They learn to use those techniques by practicing each separately. We learned how to combine them. And now I'm going to expect that students use those techniques, one or two or all of them, in their writing when they start their personal narratives.